Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Lightning Gaming. So guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how to turn the Frost Giant Bodyguard into an absolute beast in Conan Exiles. Now before I started making this video, I had no idea that you can actually get so much damage out of this pet. And in this video I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it. And then also for the new players, I did add at the end of the video how you can get one of these pets. The reason I placed it at the end of the video is because I think most of you guys already know how to get it. But before we get started, if you are new to my channel, please remember to like and subscribe. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, now let me show you exactly what I did with this pet. So first up, if I go into the stats, you will see that this one have a 88% growth chance in strength. The vitality is only at 58%, but that is not gonna matter too much in this video. Now remember guys, you want to try and get one that have a 86% growth chance into strength or higher. And the reason for that is because if you give him the food, that's gonna give him the extra plus 14% growth chance into strength, so that the total is 100% or higher. You will receive 2 attributes into strength after each level, as long as you make sure that the plus 14% is active. So now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give him bone broth. The reason I'm giving him bone broth is because this is gonna be the food that's gonna give him an extra 14% growth chance into strength. So if I go into the stats now, like you can see, we are now at a total of 102% growth chance in strength, which means as long as this food is active, he will receive 2 attributes into strength after each level. Now check this out guys, after leveling this pet up all the way to level 20, I ended up with 40 points into strength. We only ended up with 19 points in vitality, but that is why I decided to use the perks to gain more hit points on this pet. So I basically used Elixir of Rebirth until I was able to get more than 20 points into vitality because of the perks. I also got a plus 3 into grit, which is not bad. And we ended up with more than 10,000 hit points, almost 11,000 hit points on this pet, even though we got 40 points into strength. So that is really gonna make a huge difference. Now, because I want to get the maximum amount of damage out of this pet, there's a few more things I'm gonna do. First up, I'm gonna give him this food right over here, which is gonna be the spiced horns. Like you can see, it's the first food in the pet's diet, and this is gonna give him that increased strength, increased damage of 25%. So we basically just gonna let him eat 1 or 2 pieces, and I'm gonna take it out of his inventory again. Next, I'm gonna put the Elixir of Might and Salted Pork in his inventory, which will each give another plus 15% strength weapon damage. And then for the food he will be using while he's fighting, it's gonna be the Feast of Immer. Now the reason for this is because this is gonna be the food that will allow this pet to heal up as fast as possible during a fight. And trust me, this also makes a very big difference. Now when it comes to my character, to get the maximum amount of damage out of this pet, I'm gonna be wearing a full set of Chitin Slaver armor, each piece giving me a follower damage of plus 12 if you craft it with a shield, right? That is of course. Now I'm not gonna be using any follower damage buffs at all, it's only gonna be the armor. And then I will also be using the well-trained perk under authority. And with the well-trained perk active, we are now at a total of more than 15,000 hit points on this pet. We also have 60 points into strength, which is very high. Now guys, I'm gonna show you how much damage this pet can actually do, and I really had no idea they could be this good. So this makes this pet very good for using in purchase, as long as you don't use noxious gas arrows in those purchases, because that will actually damage this pet. But I decided to go over to New Asgard to kill some NPCs with the pet, just to show you how much damage it does. And like you can see, it almost one-tap this wolves over here. Here comes the NPC. After this I will run straight to the middle, so that there can be multiple enemies attacking him at the same time. Because that's one of the main reasons I like this pet. Because he is so able to attack so many NPCs at the same time. And that is what makes him good for purchase as well, in my opinion. Now of course you can get this pet right over here in New Asgard. But unfortunately the NPC that spawns where you can get the horn to summon this pet over at New Asgard doesn't have 100% spawn rate, but I will show you a much better location where you can go and get this pet later in the video. But like you can see guys, this one have no problem at all taking all of these NPCs out. And the thing that surprised me the most is look at the insane amount of damage this pet is actually able to do. So this one is really not bad at all. I would definitely get some of these if you have never checked them out before. This is definitely one of my favorite pets. Now of course the Sabertooth, the greater Sabertooth is still gonna do more damage, but if you want a pet that does a lot of damage to multiple enemies at the same time, this one is gonna be great, and also because of that huge amount of hit points. Now the location I normally go to get this pet is gonna be the Temple of Frost right over here on the map. And once you get over here, there's gonna be one specific boss that has a super high chance to drop you the horn that you are gonna need to summon this pet. I would say at least 80% of the times I come over to the Temple of Frost and I kill this enemy, I do actually get one of these pets, making this by far the best location to farm up these pets. So the enemy you're gonna kill is gonna be this 3 skull boss right over here. And another reason why I like to come up over to the Temple of Frost to farm this horn is simply because all the giants and enemies inside the small dungeon is gonna give you loads of experience towards your thralls. So if you have unleveled thralls, this is a good way to level them up. So like you can see guys, right over here we have the Frost Giant Bodyguard horn. Now after you get this, of course, all you need to do is put it in your hotbar and you want to select it. And after that you can just summon it. So this is definitely one of the easiest pets to get in Conan Exiles. But yeah guys, that's about it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time guys, cheers, see ya.